Alright guys, how are we? After a bit of perusing on the old Facebook marketplace, which is normally just for like compressors, computers, stuff like that, I stumbled upon a Japanese JDM icon for only, well, actually, I'll let you guess the price. I'll do like a wee unveil in the classic sort of fashion, you know. I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of the fleet. Look at that absolute beauty right there. Behold the magnificence of the Nissan Micra K11. I want you to comment below what you think I paid for this mighty steed. 2000, 1 litre Micra, 5-speed manual, with 140,000 miles, sunroof, and a crazy cool interior. Let me know in the comment below. Unironically, I've always wanted one of these. This popped up on Facebook Marketplace for £300. I'll show you the ad now. Beauty. £300. £300. It's got a cheeky wee spoiler. Looks alright actually. A Micra hatchback 2000 manual 998cc, 3 doors. MOT January 25, selling spares, repairs, running condition. Only 18 months, not even jobs, don't need it. 2 new tyres on rear, all brakes replaced in the last 2 years, brakes and steering good. This is a 24-year-old car and should be viewed as a project, spares, repairs. Interior and exterior consistent with 24-year-old car, sunroof in good condition. Tape player, needs servicing. 300 quid. I think I will give out a message. I already did, didn't I? 175 final. I guess we all know what that means, don't we?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money,
Okay,
money.
so we'll start from the outside. As you can see, it's all in black steelies, which is very fashionable. It's got a bit of black appeal there. Whatever's going on here, don't know, I think that's just polished, dirt. A few scratches on the door, a few dents in the rear quarter, larger dent down here. Both rear lights are cracked, bit of rust above the tailgate, plenty of algae. New exhaust though, factory exhaust. Bit of rust down here, this is definitely the worst side, the passenger side. And also with trims coming off as well. It does have a sunroof, sunroof works, doesn't leak, which is really impressive as well. And a few more scuffs that you'd expect with a 24-year-old car. In terms of the interior, before sale, because it's such a cheap car, it's got 142,274 miles, and it doesn't have a tachometer either, which is going to be an issue, which is something that I'll talk about in a bit. We've got the Sunny up there. She's a tilter and a slider. And we've got our nice Space Guard Centre brochure. We've also got the mould on the seats, very dirty carpets, which could do with being replaced. A couple of cigarette burns here and there as well. All the plastic's neat cleaned. Plastic is peeling there. I don't know if that's some sort of plastic paint on top of the factory. I assume it is. And we've also just got little marks and stuff, and there's a few invoices there. And there is a light. And it works. That's a win. Never noticed that. So, yeah, but overall, she's a pretty sweet wee car. Look at that. For build quality on the Micra. One trick of the Micra is that if the car's running and you take out the key, it will continue to run. I'll insert a clip of that now. Look, key. Just dig that out. It's still running? That's hilarious. It's so bad. And we'll have a look at the engine bay. So, under here, we've got the mighty 1 litre petrol, the 5-seat box. I polished this last night, which I'll probably show a clip of. Did it for a laugh because I think it's hilarious looking, because everything else is so rough. What is that? You know? What is that? Everyone just loves silicone, just silicone everything. I changed the spark plugs as well, and I think I'm going to let Andrea service this at the weekend with a nice oil change. I haven't even checked the oil actually, to be honest with you. There is oil in it, that's a win. Oil looks fairly clean, well not clean, but not too bad. And only check I did was the Ethan check from Carvideo whenever I bought it. Checked for milk. Still haven't even checked if there's any coolant in it, but I do know the previous owner replaced the coolant expansion tank. Apparently that's quite a common issue with these, so it is. So, but yeah, there's a beautiful engine bay. So, like I was saying, I don't know what way this video has been edited and what you haven't seen, what you're going to see as well. But basically, there's a guy that lives in a house behind my unit and he plays music very loud. And whenever he's playing, I basically can't film. I didn't realise that while I was filming. Then you probably noticed the brochure there on top of the dashboard about some sort of science thing. But yeah, bit of a strange character. Car was sold to me as spares and repairs because it's a 24-year-old car. That was the guy's excuse. And I ended up paying £180 for it. He did offer it to me for £175 whenever he finally replied to my message. He was just fed up of people messing about. Now, where I'm from in Ireland, K11 micros are very commonly used for lanes rallying. That's because of a lightweight front-wheel drive of them, and they're good handbrakes as well, and good handling capabilities, as well as being very light whenever stripped out. My parents actually bought me a rally course, a rally experience, and it was in a Micra and a Mark II Escort, and I actually preferred the Micra to the Mark II Escort. It was just a lot more fun to throw it about, and then I took my MX-5 around the track afterwards as well, with the owner's permission. Alright guys, so the neighbours stopped listening to music now, so hopefully you can actually hear me, and my other neighbours are here as well, so, but I'll show you what we're up to. So, stole the window wiper off the MX-5, change that over, just a lot less rusty. And then I've also found the rattle as well on the exhaust. And I've twisted some welding wire to hold it in place to stop the rattling. And I've also adjusted the clutch pedal down here, and I'm going to use the footage for YouTube short. So that's her now. I think what I'm going to do next is tidy it up a wee bit, and try to anyway. Maybe take it and get it washed. This car actually has my favourite thing. Right, so I went over it there with the Rulock, and I just found a polishing wheel randomly in a bag, and I've got some metal polish here, so we'll give it a quick go of that. And yeah, you can see she looks beautiful. Just want you all to appreciate how funny this is. I really see this. Ka-chow! It's such a meme because everything else is so rough. Brother, ooh! What's that?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
This coil packs. I have a spare spark plug, so. Valve cover gasket leak. That's pretty crusty. So there's an oil leak on cylinder 2. Rest of them are quite crusty. I actually have spares for the Mazda. Yoo-hoo. BKR 7E, BKR 5E. So I think these are a cooler plug, but they still work just fine. You can see what's going out and what's going in. Bit of a difference there. So just to show you the spark plug here, so that's sort of what we're dealing with, the level of maintenance on a 140,000 mile, 180 pound car. I don't know if anyone's ever worn an action cam in a Micro before. So when you see yourself in the mirror, yeah. So first things first, best thing about this car has got to be the sunroof. So I prefer it because I miss my MX-5. I'm too lazy to put it back on the road. So I prefer it like this. Okay. And then secondly, we're going to get our key here and here. And we just see how quickly this thing starts. Mental, right? turn on the lights, because you have to do it back in these days. And let's go for a drive and do a wee don't park right in front of me, please. That's the power steering belt squealing. Clutch is better, but still not perfect. But you know what I mean? Like, see, 180 quid. Can you beat it? No idea what the road noise is like right now for you, so apologies. But she'll take the so first things first, right? There are lots of knocks and rattles and stuff like that. Probably because it is a Micra, you know. It is a small 1 litre city car. You're not. What are you doing? See? It's a good thing I'm in a Micra, or else that Audi probably would have just driven straight into me. But first things first, there is lots of road noise, lots of rattles and knocks and stuff like that. Probably is just because it's a bargain basement hatchback. However, I will say, I do need to move my seat forward a wee bit actually. I will say that it does go whenever you need it to. Look at that, so slow. So first things first, yeah, there is a bit of knocks and rattles. Does seem like maybe the drum brake in the rear, one of them. You can hear it. Either that or else it's a wheel bearing, or else it could actually just be road noise on the tyre. I don't think it is a wheel bearing because the noise doesn't go away if you steer left or right. So I don't think it's a wheel bearing. I think it probably might just be tyre noise. But it's very easy to drive. It's a very fun wee car to drive as well. It's very mechanical. It does have power steering. If you go full lock, you can hear the belt squeal. There is definitely an improvement in the clutch ever since I tightened it. Because that was one of the things that really caught me off guard during the test drive. So that's just the 30, like it's so slow. So these cars, there's someone trying to die. These cars, I don't know if you know this, but these cars came with, I think, 55 brake horsepower in the 1 litre. So a very common modification to do is to take a 1.3 litre engine out of a 5-door and put it into the 3-door. Another thing as well is there's a company in the UK called Gizfab, which is Gizfab. Got a pretty cool YouTube channel. I'm surprised he doesn't have more subscribers. And one of the things that they offer is, sorry, I didn't realise my seatbelt was actually over my mic. I'm having such a nightmare today filming. Sorry. So one of the things that Gizfab offer is their speed camera, see the yellow box, is that they offer engine mounts to swap in some engines from the Primera and Almera, the GA series of engines. So you can swap in the GA 1.8 and that brings you to like 110, 115 brake, but it's more so the fact that whenever you go to turbocharge the car, then you'll have more displacement, so you can get a slightly bigger turbo. It'll speed up easier. Now, there's no rev counter in this, as you can see here, and there's an issue for that because you can feel a bit of a hesitation sometimes, but whenever you're up the revs, it does go away, and it is quite jerky whenever you drop her into a gear. Sometimes you'll be driving and you just get a burst of some more power, and maybe that is because the car maybe is down a cylinder. It might be probably an issue of spark, realistically, or maybe there's oil getting into the cylinder, could be, because I noticed that whenever I was changing the spark plugs tonight. So overall, like, first impressions, what I think, I wish I bought one of these a very long time ago. My first car was a 1997 Toyota Corolla 3-door. It was a 4E so that's the same engine actually as a Starlet, and I miss it. I didn't have a driving test when I first had it, and I sold it, and then someone was driving it 2 years later around like a local car meet and just absolutely raking it. So that's one thing. Kind of reminds me of that. It's just the same sort of like bare bones kind of motoring, you know, very basic. This car is rough, like rough. It has not been treated well in the 24 years and 42,000 miles it's done, so no surprise there. But like, it still runs just junky. It still runs perfectly, which is nice. So you know, that just sort of shouts and screams of the reliability that, you know, these sort of Japanese automakers are known for. In terms of rust, underneath the car is actually really clean. So the floor pans, everything like that, super clean. I think it was wax oiled quite early in its life. Common place for these to go is apparently the top strut bars at the front and the rear as well, and they're actually pretty grand on this. In terms of the sills, there's a small hole in the sill end plate, and it does feel like there's a bit of metal inside it. So it might just be a case of sort of plating that and treating the inside and trying to get out as much flake as possible. And there's also the back battery pockets. Well, I say back, sorry, the boot pockets are also quite rotten as well. So in that case, it's going to be more of a case of fabbing something. But you know, that's not structural, so that's not really much of a concern. In terms of driving the car, like, the car is slow. Like, it can go when it wants to. The issue is it never really seems to want to go. The guy that sold me it was a bit of a strange character, but he assured me that it can happily go up the motorway at 70 miles an hour, no issue whatsoever. But I guess it's more of a mission of getting the 70, to be honest with you. The power steering's nice and light, turning circles super short. It's a great city car, it really is. And it actually sounds pretty mean as well, to be honest with you, whenever you floor it. Probably sounds even better if an exhaust and an induction kit. The body roll is insane, like so dodgy, because the tyres on it are so skinny. I don't even know where you would find replacement tyres for it. But like, you know, I'm cruising 30 miles an hour in 4th gear and I'm having no issues whatsoever with it. Like, the thing is just chill to drive, like. It also feels like a wee go-kart. It's so funny. They must feel absolutely amazing lowered, and I would love to lower it. It's just, you know, money's a bit of an issue at the moment because I'm trying to put all my money into the MX-5, so there's that as well. There's a bit of stretch up the road here shortly, and we'll do a wee not to 60 if possible, and we'll see how we get on. But like, oh, it's so much fun, bro. This is Liverpool city centre. Nice spot. Just thinking, I don't even think there's any roads near me where we could do a 0-60, so I think I might just have to do a 0-40. Because realistically, not to 60 in this, by the way, takes 18 seconds. That's super, super, super long time. It is 55 brake horsepower, so it is to be expected, you know. I'm also well aware I've got camera on my head, so I kind of feel like people in traffic are staring at me. But I also kind of like, I don't really care. So we'll see. Speed camera up the road. Who's that shit? Also, the exhaust rattle did not go away. Right, here we go. That's 40. So that van got there faster than me. So you can really see how slow this is. Super, super, super slow. Like, I don't even think you get pulled over by the police. So we'll race this van, right? We'll race this van. Okay, right, in the first. Right, first. Red line. Second. 40. Right, 50. So we get to 60 eventually, but it does take a super long time. Engine in this sounds pretty healthy. It sounds happier at higher revs, it does at lower revs as well. And yeah, I just wanted to show you a quick knock to, not the 50, I guess. The gears are super long, so it probably is a good gearbox with a decent power actually. But yeah, I'll park up soon and I'll end the video. Alright, so final closing thoughts. Sorry, there's no courtesy light in this, so I'm trying to shine my phone to try to like brighten up a wee bit, but yeah, just pure poverty spec car. So final closing thoughts for the video. I just want to apologise for not posting anything on the MX-5 recently. For one reason or another, I just haven't had the motivation to edit. I've got hundreds of hours of footage to edit, and it's just been a real struggle. So I seen this micro for sale for £300, and I told you a story earlier, I think. We'll see. And I bought it for £180. Would I buy it for £180 again? Yes, I absolutely would. It's cost me like an extra £40 a month in insurance, and we'll see if Andrea wants it or not. But you know, these cars are quickly becoming appreciating classic, and they are actually, you can get them for like £1,000, £2,000 now. This one is probably quite rough. I could definitely tidy it up. I could definitely fix any issue with it, and easily get 1,200, 1,300 quid, especially if all the rust is sorted. Because people are always scared of rust, but if you can show them photos and evidence that's been done, it's been done. So let me know what you want from the car. Do you want me to turn it into another project? Obviously save it for whenever the MX-5 is done. Do you want me to let Andrea have it and get her to learn how to drive, and then we can build a car for her? She wants to paint it pink. Yeah. Or else do you want to see a series where I flip it and make some money? So that's the crack anyway. But yeah, that's just the closing thoughts. I did kind of want to post this because I know that if I post up something I don't get much interest on the MX-5, it's going to, you know, probably rack me because you spend so long editing a video and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd change it up a wee bit. Maybe this might get some interest in the channel, and then we can get back to MX-5 stuff. Where is the MX-5? So MX-5 is still in unit. All the welding's done, and at the moment I'm just fitting side skirts and fitting the arches and stuff. I didn't work on any cars for 6 weeks just because I was having issues with my work, and it kind of it actually affected my mental health, and it took the motivation out of me. However, I've got a new job now, and I should be starting it in the future hopefully. So things are a bit better in terms of in that front as well. So the MX-5 is basically getting prepped for paint and all filler work, and I've got tons of footage to edit for that. And then after that's done, we'll be looking at the engine. But at the moment, it's just money. Money's the issue. So it's just saving and scrimping and then putting stuff together. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.